there, everybody, it's Oldphan, back for another Dragon Ball toy review. And today, we're going to be talking about Popy's Magnetic Action series from 2007. Popy actually had two Dragon Ball series. They had the Dragon Ball Z magnetic figures, but they also had this very, very wonderful set of Dragon Ball figures as well. Now, there were more figures in the regular Dragon Ball series than just these three. I know for a fact that there was a Bulma, a Goku, a Yamcha. But there was also definitely a Jackie Chun, which was sort of like the secret figure. I'd love to get him someday. If you're very, very interested in, 5-inch figures, if you want a great Tien to go along with your Super Battle Collection toys, or your Irwin toys, or even your 5-inch Band Presto toys, these figures will not be to scale. Now, the big sort of gimmick with these figures is that they are magnetic. If you lift him up off his base, you'll notice the two little magnets at the bottom of his feet. And if you look at the base itself, you'll notice the big magnet at the bottom. This was sort of a precursor, in a way, to figures of the same type of articulation by Uni5 and also the Bandai Hybrid series. They had an incredible wide range of articulation. You'll see in Tien's arm here, the arm can go all the way around. There's another joint just underneath the shoulder. There's great elbow articulation. The hands can move, and the hands are also removable on many of these. Here's another one of Tien's hands. Not a huge amount of head articulation, but enough. Waist articulation, pretty large range of motion in the leg, at the knee, and in the ankle as well. Let's take another quick close-up of Tien. You'll see that he's beautifully painted. The only odd thing about him are his abs. His legs are a little weird too, but we'll forgive that. If this figure was just a little bit bigger, I know that he would make a lot of collectors out there really, really happy. Tien also comes with this adorable Chiaotzu. Here's the Krillin. Great paint on this guy. You can see all the variations in his gi and everything. And then the best one in the series, at least that I have, is really this phenomenal little Master Roshi. He's so fabulously detailed, and he looks so much like the character. I mean, just look at his turtle shell. Look at the paint on it, and look at all the nicks. He comes with his cane, of course, and then he also comes with removable glasses. You can see his eyes once you take them off. Like all the other figures, he has a great range of articulation. Of course, has the magnets at the bottom. I'm just blown away by this figure. I really am. So those are the three magnetic figures that I own by Popy in their little Dragon Ball series. They are definitely worth the time you put in searching for them. Well, now with Popy's Magnetic Action Dragon Ball figures out of the way, it's time to move on to the Z figures. Let's open this one first. Wait, no. Before we open anything, let's take a look at the box. Very nice packaging design. You can see the Popy symbol down there. Here is all of the figures in the series. We have a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, a Super Saiyan Goku, a regular Goku doing a Genki Dama, Ultimate Gohan, a Super Saiyan Gohan, a Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Piccolo, and Mr. Boo. Here's the little insert that they all come with, again, showing all the figures in the series. Okay, so we have the whole series unboxed now. Let's take a quick look at each individually. Well, Goku seems like a good place to start. The thing I actually like most on these figures so far is the hands. As you can see, he's got his two fingers extended like this, like he's about to attack. He does come with an extra pair of hands. In this case, his open hands, so that he can collect the energy for the Genki Dama. And he also comes with this, which can just sort of nicely snap into his back. I think that my biggest complaint with these figures so far is that they're rather delicate. I keep on feeling like I'm going to break them, and without any real force at all, the arms and legs can just pop off. The other biggest complaint that I have about these guys is that the beautiful paint jobs that we had on the Dragon Ball figures is missing. It's just sort of this unpainted orange plastic for a lot of these guys. I mean, you've got 3 Gokus in the series and 2 Gohans in the exact same outfit, and they're all just these basic blue and orange paint job with very, very little detailing in the boots or anything else. I'm not trying to say that they're terrible figures, but I think that the overwhelming feeling is that they could have been a lot better. And here's the Ultimate Gohan. One thing I did find kind of interesting is that they didn't change the screw hole in the back from Goku to Gohan, so you could actually put Goku's Genki Dama in Gohan's back and have him give the Genki Dama, which is kind of funny. The Ki Blasts and the extra hands are actually really neat. These hands are molded together. They look really, really nice, and the Ki Blast is very, very simple, but Very pretty. Here is the Vegeta. Like the Gohan though, not a bad facial sculpt. You can see the ball joints very, very easily. I like the hands. The hands look really, really good. Vegeta's Ki Blast is really cool. As you can see, it's the Big Bang attack. And here's the Super Saiyan Vegeta. Unfortunately, he's got the exact same body sculpt as the regular Vegeta, but it is a different facial and hair sculpt, so that's kind of a nice touch. But one thing I am liking a lot is his absolutely beautiful little Ki Blast. Look at that thing. It's just gorgeous. And now here's the Super Saiyan Goku. Fairly nice head sculpt. I really like the hair, but he's got the same hands, same body sculpt as a lot of these guys, so there's nothing really making him stand out. Okay, and here's the Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, and this will do it as far as all the Gokus in the series. All Super Saiyan 3 figures are really, really hit and miss because of how the hair is sculpted. More importantly than that, how they sculpt the neck in order to accommodate such big hair. A lot of times what they do is make the neck really, really long to allow for some articulation. So for a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, it's a pretty nice facial sculpt, it's a pretty good hair sculpt, and it's a pretty good neck sculpt, which in all fairness is much more than you can ask for most Super Saiyan 3 figures, whether it's a Gotenks or a Goku, so I'm actually rather happy with this figure. Not bad. Now, the Piccolo is not one of the most fabulous Piccolo figures I've ever seen by any means, but he's definitely one of the most unique figures in this series. Very nice face sculpt. I'm not too crazy about the way that they molded his cape, especially on the shoulders, and as you can see, his arm just popped off. He still has the same trouble as the rest of them. The back of his cape pops off and just snaps back into place through these holes. He's not too bad. And here we have the Super Saiyan Gohan. Gohan never once appeared as a Super Saiyan in this outfit. Bon Presto made a 12-inch figure like this. There's a lot of other ones, and it's just very, very strange. Another thing is that the sword that they give him, as you can see, is hilariously too large. It would have been really nice if they had just made this Gohan into a more unique figure and put him in the Kai clothing, and that way at least giving him the sword would have made sense. The one good thing I can say for this figure is at least they gave the Super Saiyan version a different head sculpt than the regular Ultimate Gohan. And now on to definitely my favorite figure in the series. It is Phat Boo, or Mr. Boo, whatever you'd like to call him. He's definitely the most unique in the series. He comes with certainly the most unique accessory, which is this Dabura cookie, which I adore. It's kind of similar to the one that comes with the Irwin Phat Boo. This piece alone makes the Boo my favorite figure in the series. I'm not gonna go crazy and say that it's the greatest Boo figure ever or anything like that. It's not. I would actually say that the hybrid, the Bandai hybrid Boo, is probably the best Phat Boo ever. It has the greatest range of articulation and the greatest detail. But this is nice. He's very small, but he's got a very nice range of articulation. Oh, and as you can see, he still shares all the same problems with the other figures in this series. His limbs pop off very, very easily. I just like him. What can I say? Out of everything and out of sort of the laziness this series definitely shows, he's the one that the most effort has been put into. So I'm giving him a thumbs up. I really, really like this one. So anyway, that was the whole series. I hope that you've enjoyed this look at Popy's output of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball figures. Popy has, of course, gone on to make other Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z figures. Most notably, they've made their collection of mini Big Head figures, which we'll talk about another day. This was really just meant to be sort of a quick look at their magnetic figures. I cannot possibly recommend the Dragon Ball figures enough. If you're a fan of the original series, you will not be unhappy with the Dragon Ball figures that Popy has released. As far as the Dragon Ball Z figures, well, if you're an obsessive collector like me and you have to have everything, then by all means go and find them and go and buy them. You will be tickled to have them, and I don't think that you will be unhappy with them if you happen to be a collector like myself. If you're somebody who's just looking for amazing Dragon Ball toys and you're really concerned with the way they look and behave, I don't think you're gonna like them too much. I'm incredibly happy to have them, but they're very, very problematic. So yes, once again, this has been Oldphan. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back with more Dragon Ball toy reviews very, very shortly. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody. All the best, and I will see everybody soon. Bye-bye for now.